More people died in this war than in the American Civil War, in World War I, and possibly even World War II. And it happened in China, and you've probably never heard of it. This is the Taiping Rebellion. In the mid-1800s, China was cracking. The Qing dynasty was corrupt, overextended, and losing ground to foreign powers. British merchants had already flooded the country with opium. Go watch that video. Famines swept through the countryside, and peasants were starving and furious. Then came along a failed school teacher with a messiah complex, and a vision that would set the empire on fire. Hong Xiaoquan failed the imperial exam 4 times, and after the last one, he collapsed into delirium. He claimed he saw heavenly visions, golden palaces, demons, and a divine mission. Years later, he read a Christian missionary pamphlet and decided that the voice that he heard was that of God, and that he, Hong Xiaoquan, was the younger brother of Jesus Christ. And he started preaching an entirely new religion, partially Christian, part Chinese mysticism, and part revolutionary politics. He called for the poor to rise up against the Qing and destroy them, and millions came. In 1853, the Taiping army took over Nanjing, calling it their capital of the heavenly kingdom of great peace. They ruled it for just over a decade. Their laws were strict and radical. No opium, no gambling, no foot binding, and no sex before marriage. Women could fight and serve in government, and were no longer forced to take part in arranged marriages or concubinage. Revolutionary ideas for the time. Don't get me wrong, this wasn't full equality. Women were put into separate units and kept into separate camps in the army, and leadership remained strictly male. Society was puritanical and heavily policed. And as the kingdom expanded, so did the paranoia. Internal purges wiped out critics, and power struggles consumed leadership. And all the while, the civil war tore through the countryside. The Qing, who were backed by foreign powers, slowly took territory back. And in 1864, after a brutal siege, Nanjing fell. Hong Xiuquan died, either through illness or potentially suicide. When it ended, over 30 million people had died. Cities were emptied and farmland had been destroyed. And China was left shattered, politically, economically, and socially. The Taiping Rebellion is one of the deadliest human conflicts in history. It reshaped China's fear of religious extremism and political uprisings and foreign ideology. And it's still a sensitive subject in Chinese history today. One man claimed he was divine, millions followed, and somehow the world just forgot.